Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel, All Things Allegro. Thank you so much for those of you that have subscribed to the channel. If you are new to this platform, do subscribe, and also don't forget to switch on that notification button so you don't miss any of my videos. So today, I actually just wrapped up work and I thought let me just shoot a video just to check on you guys and just to give you some quarantine self-care tips. Because I realized from my social media following, a number of people that follow me have DM'd me, just asking me how am I keeping calm, how am I keeping sane during this time, because there was one lady who said that she had like 3 or 4 panic attacks in one day and she's overthinking and she's stressing out. And I thought, okay, let me just share perhaps some of my tips and some things that I'm doing to stay calm, because this has affected everybody. You know, no one can say that they are okay. No one can say that the COVID-19 pandemic is not affecting their lives in one way or another, just to be honest. So I think for me, I think the first tip I would give you guys is to remain in prayer and have faith and just envision good things. 2020 is not yet over, and I know that it's going to take some time even to recover from this pandemic when it does settle down. But don't throw in the towel just yet. Don't give up. And I think that's one thing, to just sort of your mindset just to be positive. And once you start thinking good things and you start thinking positive, I think then you will start to have a plan and start to write down things and be proactive. Another thing that I did also mention in one of my previous videos is that try not to overwork yourself. I know a lot of people right now are trying to do the most at one go, and I would advise you to just take some time to yourself. Self-care is very important, especially in times like this when things can be stressful and chaotic. It's important to make sure that you're in a good space mentally, spiritually, and then unpack your finances, your family, your social life, everything that concerns you as a person. So for me, I've also been taking some time out to just be by myself. As hard as that is, especially being a mom and having my son around me 24/7, I do take some time when he's sleeping, just to like read or take a bath or make a cup of tea and chill in the garden and just take a breather, just take it all in, just breathe and think about the good things that have happened today and what I'm grateful for. I did start a gratitude journal. I think it's very important to note things down that you are grateful for every single day. And I started a gratitude journal also, one specifically for April, just for my birthday month. As you guys know, I am turning 30 in a couple of days. Today is the 21st, so on the 30th of April, I will be 30. It's my crown birthday, and I'm super excited. A little sad that I will be spending it in quarantine, but nonetheless, I'm just grateful for my 20s. I'm grateful for life, and I'm grateful for where I am right now in my life. So thank you so much for all the pre-birthday messages already that have been coming through. And another thing, back to the self-quarantine self-care tips. So another thing that I think is important is to just surround yourself with love and people that love you and care about you, even while we're social distancing. Pick up the phone and check on your loved ones. I speak to my mom every single day, my sisters, I check on my family members, my brother, even if it's a text. My cousin called me the other day, my friends, my best friends. So it's really important to just surround yourself with people that you can pick up the phone, chat to, even here on social media. I connect a lot with you guys on social media, and a lot of you have been positive and just like checking up on one another, and that's great. You wake up in the morning, you see someone is up and they posted something and they're still in great spirits. Hopefully you're posting your truth. That's another thing, because some people tend to not post what they're really going through, which is why I always stress on my Instagram and all other social media platforms, when I ask how people are doing, I ask, are you really okay? Like, are you okay, or are you just okay for the sake of social media? Just really be okay deep inside. So that's another thing. And I think another thing for me that's been very like important, that has sort of grounded me has been spending time with my son. So spend time with your loved ones, the guys that you are currently quarantined with. If you are not alone and you are not able to make calls and so on, whoever that you are in quarantine with right now, spend time together. Get off social media, take a social media break, and just, I play with my son, we take walks, we're in the garden. You know, I love watching him grow, and I think that's one thing that I'm grateful for during this time, that I have a quarantine partner that is just amazing, you know. So I'm really, really grateful for that. And another tip back to social media distancing, I think for me, just take some time off social media, even if it's a couple of hours a day, and then it turns into a day, 2 days, and a couple of days, because it does get crowded. A lot of opinions, a lot of things going on social media. So it doesn't hurt to take a break from social media for your own peace of mind, and just to rest and stop the scrolling every single day, you know. So that's another thing that I do take. Half my mornings or half the day can even go by without me checking my social media. I don't wake up and check Instagram. I wake up, I, you know, do my morning routines, we make breakfast, I get a workout in, I do emails, and then later on from around 12, I might jump on social media and have a look, you know. So it's not the first thing that I check in the morning, and I think that's very important, because imagine how your mood changes if first thing I wake up, I open social media and there's all this negative news going on or whatever it is. It's already affecting how my day rolls out. So I try and monitor also the time that I spend on social media, and then also watch your favorite shows. I've been, you know, catching up on some of my favorite series, also going back to some of my, the oldest series that I loved, like Gossip Girl and Scandal and Being Mary Jane. And it's just downtime for yourself. You know, that's what self-care is all about, just so that you remain sane in this time. Then, of course, also I would advise you to then allocate some type of time, some hours in your schedule while you're home to sort of get yourself together again. Be it maybe financial planning, be it setting out your goals again, writing them down. I feel like when you write something down, you commit to it, as opposed to jotting it down in your phone, in the notes, or just sort of saying, keeping it as a mental note. You know, once I write something down, I make sure that I do it. You know, it almost holds me accountable to make sure that I get it done. So I would encourage you to do that, and don't overplan. I know a lot of people now are getting into panic mode, and they are making rash decisions, you know, rash financial decisions, rash family decisions. Take some time, take it all in, keep watching the news, and, you know, updating yourself with factual news from our government, from our health ministers, and so on, and, you know, the World Health Organization website, and just credible sources, so that you are not in panic mode. And then take what applies to your life right now and say, okay, where do I see myself in the next 6 years with this situation happening? In the next, sorry, not 6 years, 6 months. And how do I plan for that in the next coming months, in a year's time? And try and maybe go back to the drawing board without putting pressure on yourself and your family and your friends. Don't get into panic mode and make rash decisions just yet, or at all, actually. So that's another tip that I would give you guys. And then I love taking bubble baths. That's another thing that I just really, is like a luxury for me, because I'm always sort of like in a hurry, or I have to take care of my son, get work done, and a bunch of other stuff. So taking a bubble bath for me is like a luxury. It's a rare occasion, and I usually like taking those on Sundays just to prepare for the week ahead. But now that we have time and we're home, I try and take those more often when my son is sleeping. I get a book, I make a cup of tea or my favorite drink, and I just soak in the bubble bath for half an hour or so, and it just really calms me down, and I feel like I'm in control of the situation and what is happening. And speaking of being in control, some of the things that you can't control, let them go. Let them go and be at peace, and only work on things that you have control over, because it's only going to frustrate you more if you're trying to solve something that is not even in your hands, it's not in your control. Let it go and focus on the things that you can change, you can work on, and work towards those. And I think lastly, I would just encourage you to sleep. you can get those 8 hours of sleep right now. There is no excuse. I've been doing that. Even if I sleep really late at night, like midnight or 1 a.m., I wake up late or I take afternoon naps. So I'm getting enough rest, and I'm so grateful for that, because most of the time we're always on the move. We're always super busy, and you don't get enough sleep, and your body starts to deteriorate, and you're always tired. But now I am rested. I chill around the house in my loungewear, sometimes my PJs, and I'm comfortable, I'm resting, I'm grateful for this time, and I'm trying to find the good in this situation, and not just to be negative and think of all the bad things and start to panic and, just do things that might get me into this bubble of worry that I do not want to do. Instead of worrying, I pray. So I also spend time in prayer and meditation. I pray every single day, and just to calm my spirit and take care of my spiritual life also, because there's not just the physical you, there's a lot of aspects, from your finances, your family, your spiritual life, your work relationships, your friendships, and so on, and try and make sure that there's a balance throughout all aspects of your life. So yes, guys, those are some of my tips for self-care during this quarantine, and I hope you guys are doing really good. If not, also just share your comments, and let's talk and let's continue the conversation in the comment sections. If you aren't okay, it's okay to say I'm not alright, I'm in panic mode, I'm trying to settle, I'm trying to do this. Just put it out there, and let's keep the community and the conversation going in this little community of ours here on YouTube and on social media. I do want to hear your thoughts, and don't forget, subscribe to the channel and let me know which videos you like. Let me know what type of content you want me to post more. I really hope you guys are good. I am keeping you in my thoughts and prayers. I love you guys so much, and thank you for the support. I'm really overwhelmed with how you guys have been taking my social media content, and especially this YouTube platform that I just started in about 29 days, I think. So thank you so much for the support, and I can't wait to hear all your comments in the comment section.